What's up, everybody, and happy Wednesday. I'm so happy to be saying that now, really on like a consistent basis, because I did it on Monday. I'm doing it today, so I'm really happy to just jump right back in this thing. As you guys know, if you didn't watch, well, hopefully y'all watch Monday's video, but if not, I was away for the past like week and a half because my family and I actually was diagnosed with COVID-19, and then on top of that I was diagnosed with pneumonia. But praise God, I am completely healed. I haven't got tested again, but I know, like, symptom wise and just like knowing my body, I know I'm completely healed. So praise God for that. I hope everyone is having a great start to their Wednesday. Excuse my background. My sister and I are doing some deep cleaning of the house. So that includes like washing literally everything, mopping, vacuuming, throwing things away, deciding what to keep, what not to keep, dusting, wiping stuff down, like all of that. So and disinfecting, most importantly, disinfecting. So right now my background looks crazy, but I didn't want to take time away from getting this video out there by making sure everything was clean first. So on Friday, everything will be good. But Monday's video was super long, not gonna lie, it was pretty long. So I don't want to make today's video very long. I kind of just want to introduce the new fruit that we're going to talk about for our spiritual detox or our spiritual cleanse, and then we'll talk more about it on Friday. So let's get right into it. As always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. So again, since I was out last week, normally I've been taking a fruit and doing it for the entire week, but since I was out last week, we have to jam pack the rest of them, so I'm only gonna do today's fruit for today and Friday for 2 days pretty much. So but just to recap, just in case you're wondering, like, what the heck are you talking about, like fruit, what? So our goal focus for June and July was to be of good spirit. And to break that down, what it means to be of good spirit, or what the word good means, is to be morally right or to be righteous. So in order to set a standard for what good is, we have to figure out exactly what that standard is for what good is, because I'm sure everyone defines good differently. But to really set a standard for all of us so that we can all kind of be on one page, things that are morally right or things that are righteous, I'm always going to take it back to, what I think, where my morals and where my values, where that standard lies, which is my faith, because obviously I'm a Christian. So I took it back to Galatians 5:22, which talks about the fruit of the Spirit, and those fruit of the Spirit really define the things that you want to adopt into your spirit, versus the things that you want to get rid of your spirit. And if you want to do more research or look into that more, you can read actually all of Galatians chapter 5. It's in the New Testament if anyone wants to know. But Galatians chapter 5, you can read that whole book. But verse 22 is where it really spells out what the fruit of the Spirit are. But the reason why I'm saying we're doing like the spiritual detox or the spiritual cleanse is because as we are identifying or as we are talking about each fruit of the Spirit, it should be replacing some things that we're trying to get rid of. So all of that gunk that you want to get rid of, similar to if you were doing an actual detox or a cleanse, you're either substituting things. So a lot of people do like shake detox or shake cleanses, or like smoothie cleanses rather. Or they do a detox where they just don't eat, and that's to flush your system out of all of the gunk, the bad stuff, in order for you just to lead a healthier life. And it's the same thing that we're doing here. We're flushing our system out of the bad stuff that has attached itself to our spirit. So hate, disrespect, disobedience, all of that bad stuff. And we're replacing it with the good stuff, which is the fruit of the Spirit. So far, we've talked about love, joy, peace, and patience. This week, well, today and Friday, we are going to be talking about kindness. And kindness, this is really all of the fruit of the Spirit are so on time for any season, but specifically for this season, it's so important to understand the significance of being kind. Okay, so let's identify it first. So kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Now, as I was looking this up online, there was this one psychological website, it wasn't a psychological website. There was this one website that talked about the psychology behind being kind and how a lot of people think that there's a negative kind of connotation with being kind, because you may think, some people may think that when people are being kind, it shows a form of weakness, or just them being naive because they're just kind to people. And I 100% agree with that, because I've seen it a lot where even myself personally, like I would say that I'm a kind person. I do, and I try to do a lot of kind acts towards people, but sometimes sometimes kindness can be taken as weakness. Sometimes me just doing things out of the goodness of my heart, or out of the kindness of my heart, can be seen as me being weak, when in all actuality, which this website said it too, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to be kind to people, especially people that don't deserve it. Okay, so because it's very easy to be kind to someone who is kind to you, or to be kind to a child, okay, it's a baby, like, or kind to someone who is deserving of your kindness. But for the people who you don't think deserve it, or for the people who are just rude to you, it's very hard, and it takes a lot of strength and courage to be kind. But in the face of people that are rude to you, or people that don't deserve it, that's where we want to show our kindness, because we shouldn't always first and foremost, we shouldn't always do things based off of the reactions of other people, because that means that whatever they're doing is controlling your actions and your thoughts and how you behave, and that shouldn't be the case. But also, again, we are doing a spiritual detox, so we want to make sure that we are just leading lives of kindness, and we want to be described as kind people, not hateful people or rude people, regardless of what people are doing, regardless of what people are saying. Now, that's not saying that you can dismiss that, but why can't you be kind in the midst of all of that stuff? So on Friday, we're going to talk a little bit more about the kindness that we can display every single day, and how to really lead a life full of kindness, and just what it takes to be kind, and really trying to display that courage and that strength to be kind, and getting rid of that negative connotation that just because you're being kind, you're weak, or just because you're being kind, you're naive for a situation. So that's what we'll talk about Friday. And yeah. So yeah, hope everyone has a good rest of their day today, and a fabulous Thursday, and I will talk to you guys again on Friday. Bye.